Our Eastern Division standings. There you see the Albany Patroons running away with it, but Mississippi solidly in second, and you can see Savannah in today's game trying to win and stay in fourth place.
That's Lewis Jackson back in.
Unofficially, I have Wilkins for 24 points, and it's 69-57, Savannah leading. Quarter is all tied, 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ricky Wilson.
Hines and Bannister killing each other.
Ricky Wilson missed it inside. Othell Wilson for the Spirits tipped it out of bounds. Mississippi will get it back.
He once had 29 against Clemson. His mother, Estelle, is watching today. Well, listen, mothers are supposed to watch. That's part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, they better. And that'll count. Strong move inside by Ken Bannister, and Tico Brown gets the foul called.
He honestly has changed his game. Always could rebound. Mentioned he got 24. Oakley, who went to Charles Oakley, that is, got 25 when those two schools played each other. But he's worked on some moves. I was watching before the game, a little left-handed move that I've never seen him use.
He just nicked the iron.
Well, he's getting better because he didn't get any of it the last time.
He missed it the last time. 69-59. Savannah still on top. Walker Russell, long range. Oh, rattled it in.
A PA guy like that. Walker Russell, he played for Les Wiki. Here comes Othell.
Russell. It would have counted if it went. Lewis Jackson called for the foul in the lane.
There's Henry Bibby. He could flat play. I like the way he took care of the basketball. Look at that. Henry coaching here. Of course, Cassie at Wyoming. Cassie's good for the league. I like that big smile.
Walker Russell hits it. Phil Jackson was coaching last year, now an assistant in the NBA. Was a player, of course.
He's in Chicago with Tex Winters, John Bach. You talk about having some experience on that bench. Doug Collins has it. And I'll tell you something, Doug Collins, a lot of people forget Doug Collins as Tico comes back in. Doug Collins was with Henry Bibby down at Arizona State. They were both assistants when Bobby Weinhauer had that job, so he's worked with him.
12-10 in the quarter. Savannah leading. They lead the game 73-59. 6:10 to go in the third.
I really believe if Walker Russell would get that weight down about 2.5, he's about 215 now. He was 227. He eats junk food.
Frederick got it to roll. Anthony Frederick now with 16. Better do something with it.
That's a pretty good trap.
Yeah. Shuffle the feet as Walker Russell was tight-roping the far sideline. Savannah calls timeout. We have 5:48 to go in the third. We'll take a timeout our own. And it's 73-61. The Spirits lead the Jets. You're watching the CBA on ESPN. We are back at the Savannah Civic Center along with Irv Brown, Bob Lewandowski. We've got a nice crowd on hand here, and they're making some noise here, Irv, to try to get the Savannah Spirits over the top.
They certainly are. Got a nice little crowd here. President's Day.
These two teams played before the largest crowd ever in the CBA. That was at Mississippi, 11,153. So that one in Savannah beat Mississippi at home, and we are just about to 1 million is the estimated projection for the growing attendance of the CBA. Pro basketball, and it's good.
I think that they've added a lot of towns where there's interest. Plus, one of the big reasons, in my opinion, they've been able to keep some bigger people from going to Europe.
That'll count as Fredericks fires it from outside. Anthony Frederick.
Let's pick it up. Anthony Frederick has had a big ball game. Goes up. Gets hit on the arm. Anthony's got a chance. Southern California kid came down to Clemson and Pepperdine. He stayed at home.
Frederick for 19 points now. 73-64. Savannah leading. But Mississippi has gone ahead in the quarter 15-12.
Most men lean on each other. We got a whistle underneath.
Friday, you can see ESPN action. Rockford at Charleston, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Bob Lee will be back for that one. That's Friday at 4 o'clock. Rockford at the Charleston Gunners.
Elson Turner saw some time with the Denver Nuggets playing there. One guy we won't see is Pete Myers. Pete is with San Antonio, and we've had him on several telecasts. He's done an outstanding job. That first game at Rapid City, I just thought the guy was terrific. Next to last player in the draft just shows you what you can do if you work hard. He was out of Arkansas, Little Rock. Nobody gave him a chance, and now he's playing in the NBA.
Spirits lead by 11. This is Frederick in a crowd. Bannister's tip. Hines chased it, and the Spirits will get it back.
That was a nasty trap. I mean, they were everywhere. Normally, they don't move as a unit when people trap. They stayed with it pretty good.
Good save by Walker Russell. He's open in the corner. In and out. Lewis Jackson rebounding. This is Ricky Wilson. Ricky, good pass inside for Bannister.
Threads the needle. Ricky Wilson. That's what a point guard is supposed to do. He was a scorer in college.
75-66 our score. 17-14 in the quarter. Mississippi leads the quarter but trails the game. Tico Brown and a beautiful steal by Frederick. It's a 2-on-1.
Well, all of a sudden, they've jumped this thing up 5.
75-68. Savannah leading, but Mississippi threatening now. They're making a run here in the third quarter with 4:20 to go. That's Brown. Tico hits it. 12 points for Tico Brown.
I wonder if Tico rips himself. He's the sports director here of a radio station, WZAT. I wonder if he has a bad day if he says, Tico Brown stunk. This is Tico Brown reporting for WZAT.
Lewis Jackson going to Bannister. Muscles it up off the glass. Hines has the rebound. Othell Wilson. That's goaltending. They'll count it. And the foul.
That's interesting. There's the effort, and there's the slam off the glass, and there ain't any question about it. Lewis Jackson goes up, and anytime you drill it off the glass, that's goaltending. All of a sudden, we're going to be tied if he makes this. Oh. You know, this is like shooting outside. Remember when guys used to shoot outside and they didn't plan on the wind?
Yeah. Henry Bibby wondering what the Savannah Spirits are doing. They have to try to get the momentum back on their side of things. They still lead the game, 79-68. They've been able to hold off Mississippi so far. The Jets lead the quarter by 1. Each team has won a quarter, picking up a point in the standings. Lewis Jackson had it rejected inside by Burt, who is back into the game. Tico Brown comes down with it. And the foul is called. Anthony Frederick.
Tico did a good job boarding that time. Tom Schneeman. Boy, has he been everywhere. And I like his manner with the kids, and they respect him. They use young kids, too.
Tico Brown, a fine free throw shooter at 81%. Boy, there are some great scorers, great players in this league. Brown, of course, one of them. 14 points for Tico now, 81-68.
I think what happens, a lot of people think that this is a Humpty Dumpty league until they come in and actually compete against them. I'll give you a good example. Michael Ray Richardson, several times an All-Star, saw him when Albany played Rockford. Let me tell you what, there were some guards out there that were right with him. Pete Myers. I mean, there's some people that can play in this league. Most are missing one thing. That's why they're not up there. usually it's right place, right time. And once again, going back to the example of a Ricky Green or Michael Adams or Brad Davis, they got with ball clubs that could utilize their talent.
Ricky Wilson now looking for his 14th point, will not get it. Othell Wilson, a long rebound. Now the fans across the country are coming to realize there are fine professional players outside the NBA, and they're right here in the CBA. 81-69, Savannah leading. 3:05 to go in the third. Wilson down the middle.
Solid job by Ricky.
He's fourth in the league in scoring now with 15 points.
He never smiles. Love his intensity.
Othell Wilson against Ricky Wilson. Out of the corner is Burt for the long-range bomb. And that's over the backboard and out of bounds. Look at this. It's easier to get struck and killed by lightning or earth than it is to become a professional basketball player.
Yeah, well, I'll pass.
I don't know. We will take a short timeout. 81-71, Savannah leading. This is the CBA on ESPN.
We're back, and there's Chet Simmons. Used to be the ESPN president. What a job he did up there. Former USFL commissioner, was at NBC, and he lives down here in Savannah. Got a kid that's getting ready to go to college up in Colorado, and Chet's taking care of him. Looks good.
All right, our telephone poll for February 15th. Should you believe the college draft, the NBA college draft should be abolished? 1-900-260-2221 if you think they should. If you want to keep it the same way, 1-900-260-2222. Call now, 60 cents is the charge for the call, and we'll have the results a little bit later on for you. Hope you're enjoying today's contest live from the Savannah Civic Center. I'm Bob Lewandowski along with Irv Brown. 81-71. The Savannah Spirits lead the Mississippi Jets. 2:35 left in the third. Sadler, great fake, and around Birdie goes. Hines has the rebound. On the release to Burt. Good feed to Riley.
Riley had a choice to make, to go to Kansas and play for Larry Brown or go to Tulsa. He picked Tulsa. He's from Muskogee.
Frederick took it in too deep. Here's Burt.
Nice.
Dropping it for Riley again.
Solid little run and a 2-point lead with 2:07 left.
Good timeout, and the Spirits come out flying. 85-71. They lead the quarter now, 24-22. We are just under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Wilson, long range, that's 3 points.
That'll break your will. They tried to double down and keep it out of the middle, away from Bannister, and they get burned.
Ricky Wilson buries it from way outside, 85-74. Tico Brown against Lewis Jackson. On top for Othell Wilson, watched by Ricky Wilson. Othell looking for a pick. Dumping it into Riley.
Well,
As the shot clock expired.
Bob, he's taking over. He has the last 6 points for the Spirits.
Riley coming alive offensively, and an offensive foul called on Ricky Wilson.
Riley's done it all. He scored 6 points. He draws a charge. 1:15 left. His ball club is in command by a point this period.
They just got Mr. Brian Riley from Topeka Sizzlers. He's averaged 10 points on the season with them. He's a rookie out of Tulsa.
Look at this set. Clear aside. Nice.
Wilson down the middle.
That's a great effort. Everybody was looking for Burt to penetrate. Instead, Wilson goes down the middle. That's called by Henry Bibby.
And all of a sudden, the Spirits lead by 15.
Remember when Henry Bibby coached Nancy Lieberman in the U.S. Basketball League?
And the Spirits lead the quarter by 3, 28-25. They lead the game by 15 with 40 seconds to go in the third.
Use some clock if they get a hoop here.
And they took
10 seconds. They
used
took
a little
too much clock. Well, I tell you, Tommy Wood was definite with that call. Nobody said a word to him.
Well, that's
you don't see that too
what a
often.
mistake. No, you don't.
Should go for 3 here. They're down 3. This is the last possession they'll get unless there's a foul, so they should go for 3 to tie it.
Jackson will try 3.
See if they kick it back out.
Frederick off the glass.
Now they got to get that clock. Well, I tell you what, they can get it back with 3 seconds left, so they don't need to foul. They just need to stop. Use a 20-second timeout if they choose.
Savannah leads the quarter by 1. 16 seconds now to go in the third quarter.
That's what I like about the league. It's crunch time, and it's in the third quarter.
Wilson finds Tico Brown. 5 on the shot clock. Tico, 3 points.
Well, that decided that.
And that should lock up the quarter for Savannah.
Should be a 4-point lead. They finally get the clock squared away.
Bannister goes strong to the hole, but the Spirits will win the quarter. They pick up a point in the Eastern Division standings. It's Savannah 92, Mississippi 78. Back with more of the CBA on ESPN. Welcome back to the Savannah Civic Center. Boy, they're having a party here. I'm Bob Lewandowski along with Irv Brown. And if you want an official basketball of the CBA, it's a Wilson. Mail $53 to CBA Official Ball, 425 South Cherry Street, Denver, Colorado, 80222. It's a nice rock there. Enthusiastic gathering at the Savannah Civic Center, and they will wipe the slate clean as we go to quarter number 4. 92-78 Savannah leading. Irv, the Spirits badly needed a victory here. Losers of 5 of their last 6. They made the player transactions in the last day or so. And boy, they're coming out fired up today.
Well, they've done a good job. Wilkins with 20, Brown with 17. What's interesting, Riley just joined the club. They were walking him around the court, showing him where to stand and everything. He is the reason I think they won the quarter. 6 straight points, drew the charge, and he starts here in the 4th. And that's what you have to understand about the CBA. There are going to be changes. That transaction wire, it's there every single day.
Irv, I've been associated with the league for a few years, and changes is something I'm getting used to.
Well, an example, Chip England was picked up in a trade. I'm not sure if Chip's going to report or not. This guy's as good a shooter as there is. He comes off a pick, and he flat buries a shot. He's supposed to come down and play for Savannah.
Steve Burt nearly lost it. Hines forces one up. The Jets on the run. Eric White missed it inside. Tico Brown with the rebound. Here's Othell Wilson.
See what kind of decision he makes on the run. Good decision. Nothing there. Played for a solid gentleman in Terry Holland. It's good to play for. He does a good job with his kids, and he's had big wins over the years. Look at this man.
Riley had the tip, and it went halfway down and came back out.
You're talking about Holland. He has knocked off some folks he's not supposed to beat. Here's the action under the board. There's the drive to the hole. Beats him to the turn. Goes up. Doesn't happen. Riley, who's been terrific, misses the tap, but just won't stay down, and then they get it back out of bounds.
Steve Burt, no. Bannister battling Hines for the rebound, and give it back to the Spirits.
Outside shooting just hasn't been there second half.
Coming up next Friday at 4 o'clock, the ESPN CBA contest will be Rockford at Charleston. It's coming up this Friday on ESPN, 4 o'clock Eastern. And Riley takes it inside. He'll get credit for the basket on the goaltending call.
All right, let's take a look. Riley goes up strong. Watch Jackson. He goes up and gets his hand on it in the glass. Fonville is back in.
94-78. We are in the 4th quarter. Savannah leading Mississippi. Good feed for Lewis Jackson. He is fouled by Hines. Greg Hines questioning Darrell Humphrey's decision on that foul call.
Well, they're going to do that because he just looks too young. He's a kid.
And Lewis Jackson at the line. Picked by Golden State on the 3rd round in 1984. I've got him for 10 points in the game. He's 3rd in the league in free throw percentage at 85%. Almost automatic with him. (94-80). Here come the Spirits with the ball. They lead by 14. A quarter, even at 2. And Riley.
That was
6'10", Brian Riley.
That was over 7-2, Lester Fonville.
A big man taking it outside. Well, what a great job that Brian Riley is doing. We can't say enough about it, Herb. They just said they're walking him through the offense this morning. He just came into town, and he's really contributing. And Tico Brown buries one.
Tell you what, I think that a mayor down here, John Reflectus, who we interviewed at halftime, better hope that Tico doesn't run for mayor. He might win. Pretty popular guy, but you're right about Riley.
What a contribution.
Well, he's always been a good shooter, Bob.
98-80, the score, 10 minutes remaining in the fourth. Brian Riley with 14 points.
When you talk about shooters, I've seen 3 in this league that can shoot with anybody. Dennis Nutt, Chip England, and Dale Blaney.
Bannister, a left-hander, no. Long release to Tico Brown.
He really has been around a long time. He knows how to score in this league, knows when to go to the hole, knows when to use his opportunities.
And that outlet pass was by Brian Riley. He found Tico Brown on the fly pattern, spun one in. A 20-point lead for Savannah. The quarter score 8-2. As you can see, the Savannah Spirits lead that department, but they have rolled up a 20-point lead now. Where Mississippi had come back to close to within 7. 9:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. And we'll be back in just a moment. It's Savannah 100, Mississippi 80. This is the CBA on ESPN.
I like that.
And that'll be announced live during the playoffs. And you'll see those right here on ESPN. Don't forget about Big Monday coming up later on with Bob Lee. He'll be there at 7:30. Villanova and Georgetown, followed by Purdue and Iowa. If you like your college basketball, a double-dip dandy coming up later. Fonville's shot is short. Greg Hines comes down with it. Here's Steve Burt. Got through a pick and the foul.
Once again, Lester having a tough time moving those feet. Guy blows by him. Let's take a look. Once again, I just think this guy will work all summer, and then you'll see. But he just doesn't have good feet. I feel like you take a 25-year-old and put him in an automobile and tell him to drive, and he's never driven before. And that's exactly what's going on with Lester. He's just raw, period. But if the spirit is willing, you hate to be redundant, but I saw this Duckworth. I couldn't believe it. He's lost 50 pounds. He's developed a few moves, and he's going to be around the NBA a long time. He got a chance because Steve Johnson got hurt up in Portland.
10 points now for Steve Burt. It's 102-80. This is where that CBA 7-point system comes in. The quarter's still up for grabs. Lewis Jackson, as the shot clock was about to run down, and Bannister has to follow for the easy one. 16 for Ken Bannister. Mississippi in second place in the East, Savannah in fourth, trying to stay there. Riley, no. Ricky Wilson. Kenny Seiler.
You notice how they spell Seiler's name on the back of his shirt? It's S-I-L-E-S. They ran out of R's. 3-pointer for Siles. Siles Seiler.
9 points for Kenny. Either way you cut it. 102-85 our score. 10-7 in the quarter. Savannah leads both. 10 on the shot clock. Brown hands to Wilson.
5 seconds.
Othell launches. Bannister rebounds for Ricky Wilson. Kenny Seiler. And the foul on Brian Riley.
Seiler's starting to take charge now. He's got a chance to cut this lead to a point in the quarter. Southern Mississippi's got a good program. They get very little credit. Everybody talks about their football players. Few talk about what kind of a job this MK Turk has done. You better be ready to play. You go down there.
Seiler 1 out of 2. Now he has 10 in the game. He's a rookie in the CBA. Now the Wilsons battling Ophel against Ricky. Ophel looking for Brian Riley on the wing to Tico Brown. Tico, the running jumper, no. Fonville comes up with a loose ball. Seiler will launch it. Wilson for the Spirits. Burt flies it to the hole, looking for Hines. That's no.
Well, there had to be something under there.
Finally, we get a whistle inside. They call 7-2 Lester Fonville. Here it is.
Here it is, and the action gets pretty tough under here. Watch this. And, well, just got a little foul. Deon Welton out of St. Thomas, Florida, comes in. First time we've seen him. Personable guy. Outside shooter, and that's, I'm sure, what Tom Schneeman is looking for here. It's tough. He hadn't worked up a sweat. He's ice cold, and he's in here for the 7 minutes left in the ball game, and a quarter very much in doubt.
Hines gets a pair, 104-86. Approaching 7 minutes to go, 12-8 the quarter score. Savannah on top. And Wilson draws contact. Ricky Wilson fouled by Ophel Wilson.
Ricky looks for those gaps, and he found that. And he gets fouled. 12-8, his ball club trails the period with 6:57 left.
Two for Ricky Wilson. I've got him for 20. 104-88 their score. Now Mississippi is pulled to within 2, though, in the quarter score. Burt shaking and baking to the hole. Hines.
He walked. Now they got him first for a foul. Tommy Woods outside.
And Lester Fonville.
Let's take a look. He traveled after the foul. That's one of the reasons he traveled. There's the contact inside. Ball is on the ground. They'll take it out.
Ground inbounds for Wilson. He's watched there by Deon Welton. And Deon will get into the scorebook first with the foul. 6'1" out of St. Thomas. Played some ball in West Germany overseas.
One guy we haven't seen from Mississippi is Scott Thompson, that 7-foot center from San Diego.
Hines over Bannister. Air ball. Here's Ricky Wilson.
Boy, that's how you get hurt.
And they'll call Ophel Wilson with the block.
No regard for the body. Ricky Wilson really goes hard to the hole. Watch this. Up in the air. When you're airborne like that, David Thompson, they thought he had a serious injury when he landed on his head in that regional. The year that the North Carolina State won the national championship.
As you said, when you're airborne like that, it doesn't take much to send you to the deck.
And there is a gentleman's agreement among pros that you don't dump him. You notice Ophel didn't dump him. The guy who's airborne causes it. He's just so out of control.
Wilson splits a pair.
I guess one of the amazing things is a guy like Julius Erving didn't get hurt as much as he was up in the air and extending and off balance.
It's like Jordan and Wilkins, too.
Good point.
12-11 the quarter score. Fourth quarter still very much up for grabs. 104-89 in the game. Savannah leading Mississippi. Tico hangs it up off the rim, and we've got a foul.
Got every move in the book, doesn't he?
Lewis Jackson called for the contact.
Tico still has his quickness. He's 31, but that first step is still there. Knows how to score, runs the court well.
comes Walker D. Russell back into the game to replace Phil Wilson for the Savannah Spirits, as Tika will try to make it 2 for 2 at this trip.
He's with Indiana a year ago. Got 16 in Boston against the Celtics.
106-89, 14-11 though in the quarter. Savannah leading by 3 in the quarter. Dion Welton. Wilson, no. If you think they should abolish the NBA college draft, call 1-900-260-2221. If you think they should just keep it the same, 1-900-260-2222. Last chance to vote, 60 cents it'll cost you for the call. We'll give you the results coming up in just a little bit. 106-89, Savannah leads Mississippi. We'll be back with more of the CBA on ESPN. One-sided. Mississippi will still try to get a point in the standings, and that's what it's all about, and that's what the fans love. They love that. 42 players from the CBA are now in the NBA, and look at the referees and one head coach, and it's only going to grow as this league continues to expand.
Well, one of the better things they do is train the referees down here. In fact, I noticed, I looked at the box score the other night. Savannah was playing Ronnie Garrettson, who works the NBA, is working the game. So when you're getting your training, you got a travel call. Makes some sense to have somebody work the same brand of ball that they're going to be working rather than work college or high school.
106-89. Stay tuned. We'll have the phone poll results here in just a few moments. 5:30 to go in this one. 106-89. The Spirits with a big lead over the Jets.
Well, look at this mismatch. That's like stealing it.
Russell inside. 11 points.
Nice call by Henry Bibby.
Dion Welton tries for 3. And Eddie Wilkins battling there for the rebound. He and Bannister tie it up. Seiler back in, and Ricky Wilson sits down for Mississippi. Jets control the tap. Lewis Jackson inbounding for Seiler. Bannister over Wilkins and Lester Fonville.
That is first 2 of the game.
A putback jam for Lester. 108-91.
Lester's no offensive threat, but when you can block shots like that, I know what Schneeman will do. He'll have him throwing that thing up 1,000 times this summer, posting up. Here they come on a break with Welton.
2-on-2. Seiler for Lewis Jackson.
Makes a lot of difference when Ricky Wilson would have the ball. Wilson would have taken it to the hole in transition. They throw it away.
Spirits come back. Burt feeding Wilkins. He wanted the foul, didn't get it. Lewis Jackson's got a 3-on-2. They need some points in a hurry, and Lewis will fill it up from 3.
All of a sudden, it's tied. Lewis knew what he was doing.
The quarter is tied at 16. But 108-94. Spirits lead the game. And a timeout for the Spirits. 4:07 to go. Now here comes that CBA strategy. We'll tell you more about it in just a moment. We'll take a break. 4:07 left. 108-94. The Spirits lead the Jets. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, just what I suspected. Got a bad power pump on 18.
All right, Dave.
So don't worry, we'll get you fixed up.
From the CBA in the NBA. Some great names there, Herb.
Well, yeah, once again, right place, right time. Detroit's right up there battling. They got Lewis now. This is what I like. Winston Garland, I saw him just dominate a game, and he was down here playing in the CBA.
Clinton Wheeler, a veteran CBA player, really worked hard here.
He's a high school wrestler.
Wes Matthews. Good group of athletes, and that's what it's all about in pro hoops.
Some nice names there.
We are live at the Savannah Civic Center. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The quarter score is tied at 16, and the Jets come up with a steal.
Guess who? Ricky Wilson.
Wilson back after a short break, feeds Kenny Seiler.
He's been pulling everything to the left. Every shot he's thrown up has been wide left.
Here comes Walker Russell back for the Savannah Spirits. Tico short on the three-pointer.
Always happens on that long rebound. Tom Schneeman just throws his hands up in disgust. But anytime you pop that three-pointer, if it misses, it's coming out long.
And Steve Bird, who's got the ball, had the easiest rebound he'll ever get. Russell inside.
That's a nice pass.
Nice pass. I was just going to say a beautiful feed from Steve Bird.
Plus, it helps when you have a sharp flash like that. If you go lackadaisical and don't make a good cut, you don't get rewarded. That's what separates Bobby Knight. A lot of people want to know why he's so much better than most coaches. The sharper cuts. That's what they do.
Steve Bird, who just made that beautiful pass, is called for the foul. Ricky Wilson will go. And don't forget, this coming Friday on ESPN, Rockford Lightning against the Charleston Gunners. 4 o'clock Eastern Time live here on ESPN. And another reminder coming up just a little bit later on, Big Monday. The Big East and the Big Ten featured Villanova, Georgetown, Purdue, and Iowa. Bob Lee will be along at 7:30 on ESPN for that one.
I'll tell you something, he does as good a job in the studio as he does play-by-play. The guy's very talented. We got a foul.
Ricky Wilson with 23 points unofficially. 2:55 to go in the fourth. It's 110-96. But with those two free throws, the quarter is even at 18. Again, now Mississippi trailing big here, but they can still pick up a point in the standings by winning this quarter.
Burt was out of basketball for a couple of years, didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. He was in graduate school, decided to give it another fling. Had a big year, and he does it off the bench. I like the way Bibby uses him.
Didn't have the kind of scoring day that he's used to this season, but still a good contribution from Steve Burt. Savannah leads the quarter and the game. We get the block called.
That's tough. I can't blame Henry Bibby for being mad, nor Tico Brown. Tico's seen a few fouls. His old coach, Dwayne Harrison, used to wear a crew cut. Down in Atlanta. He used to wear them funny-looking suits. I used to like going there and see him. He's all right.
Lewis Jackson out of Alabama State. Another veteran CBA player with Toronto, Pensacola, now Mississippi.
See if they beat the pressure.
Burt holds it back outside. Now Russell. Jets trying to pressure the ball wherever it goes. 10 seconds
working
on the shot clock. Nice feed into Riley. He missed it. Wilkins is hammered. He'll go to the line.
Big play, right place, right time. Eddie Lee Wilkins drifts in. He really needed to get a stick back or keep the possession. He'll go to the line. Now, look at this. Riley with a hard drive to the goal. They protected pretty good, but there's Eddie Lee Wilkins. Nobody blocks out. He's got a chance to break this tie. He's a little short. Let's see if he adjusts.
Yep, perfect. Wilkins, 26 points I have him for. 113-97. A 16-point lead for the Spirits, but the intensity still on the floor because of the quarter-point system. 21-19 in the quarter, and the whistle.
It should be on Riley. Anthony Frederick is quicker than Riley. He took that first step. Brian with the blocking call.
Spirits have won 2 quarters. Mississippi has won the other. The winner of the game gets 3 points in the standings.
I thought Frederick was terrific in the second quarter. Mississippi won that particular period.
Savannah leads the quarter 21-20. They lead the game 113-98.
Boy, I tell you, they run 3 at you when they want to trap.
Hurt. What a pass.
That's the problem with the trap. Somebody gets open. When you gamble.
Wilson goes all the way to the hole.
How come nobody stuck him in the cheap seats? That's what bothers the coach. Henry Bibby going wild. Nobody nailed him.
Hurt spins away from Wilson.
Monster jam by Eddie Lee. And Riley is laughing.
Mississippi calls time with 1:42 to go. The Spirits lead 117-100. We'll be back with more. This is the CBA on ESPN. They are rocking it here at the Savannah Civic Center. The Spirits have all but wrapped up the game, but the quarter's still up for grabs. Glad you could be with us. Here's tonight's games on the CBA schedule. Topeka at Pensacola. Rapid City will take on Rochester. Quad City visiting Rockford, Illinois. All those starting times Eastern time. Albany at Charleston. Rapid City at La Crosse, and correction on it, local times. Those are the games in the CBA's schedule for tonight and tomorrow.
See what Tom Schneeman chooses to do here now. You go quick to the hole and not use any clock. You think about three-pointers, and that's what he's doing. Yes.
Yes, and Lewis Jackson connecting.
Boy, does that change it.
And the quarter now tied at 25. The game within the game here in the CBA.
This is the second time Jackson has tied it in this period with a three-pointer.
You would never know that the Spirits had a 14-point lead in this game the way the teams are going at it. The intensity. Here's Burt. Down the middle. Missed the left-hand layup. Frederick rebounding in outlets for Wilson. Goes right around Russell. Walker D with the Matador defense.
Their trap paid off. 1:09 left. Let's see what they do with this end now. Got that basketball because of the trap.
Now Mississippi has taken the lead in the quarter, and the foul on the baseline. Lewis Jackson got a piece of Brian Riley.
Here's a situation with 59 seconds left. You're looking at 3 possessions. Send Riley to the line. 2-point game. Bannister will come back in. See, that's when I kind of get fired up. I like to see what the coaches do this time of the game. Day of the game. A lot of people coach during the week. It's a day of the game that counts. The decisions that you make right now. Here's where you earn your money. Can't do a thing about talent. That's up to the front office. They can wheel and deal.
And they love to wheel and deal in the CBA. Brian Riley just came to the team this morning. Flew into town. Picked up from Topeka. 17 points for the 6'10 rookie from Tulsa. 27-26, Mississippi with the ball and the quarter lead. They lead the quarter. They trail the game, though, 118-105. Wilson.
Oh, that's blue ball with 47 seconds left.
Mississippi gets it back.
I'd take it inside. Make them make a decision. Illegal defense, that's a warning.
And our phone poll results. And people think, let's leave the NBA college draft the way it is. Players Association would like to see a total free agent system. You folks at home think things are going well just the way they are. Wilson down the middle, and that'll count plus the foul.
It has been Wilson and Jackson in this fourth quarter. Now, if you get this point down, you got the big even number, and that's what you want with a 3-point game. Tico Brown is in.
We told you early on, these two teams love to put the ball up, and two of the highest scoring teams in the league at 118.
The Spirits got that today. 4-point game.
And a timeout called by Savannah with 37 seconds to go. They lead the game by 10, but trail the quarter by 4. And we will keep it right here for you.
Well, obviously, tell you what Henry Bibby's going to do. He wants to get it on the glass as quick as he can and then get the clock stopped. If you can get it on the glass, there's 37 seconds left. You get a shot down. and then get a stop, you're still in this thing. If you don't get it down before the 24-second time, and that's all that's left, then you got a foul. It's as simple as that.
The Spirits lead by 10. They will win the game, but as you can see, the quarter still very much in question.
This guy's done a good job. They had a lot of disarray in Mississippi. Got a late start. Schneeman has put it together with patience. Hanging around the lobby today. Those guys don't know me from Adam. They talk about their coach. They talk about him with respect. There's Henry Bibby. See what he has to say. See what we hear.
All right. Spirits will inbound midcourt. 37 seconds left. They trailed the quarter by 4.
See how quick they get it to the hole. There he goes.
Tico
Now
looking
that
for
should
Hines,
do it.
and the Jets come up with it. And that'll finish it. Frederick with the stuff.
Tell you what won the ball game, or the quarter for them, is their defense. They got a few traps, and it paid off big.
Hurt goes all the way.
Nice block by Lester Fonville.
Ten seconds. Wilson, yes.
So the Spirits are going to win the basketball game, and Mississippi is going to get 2 points.
The final score, 118 to 112. Savannah wins the game. Mississippi wins the quarter. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment.